tell you, I was getting my updates on
Yeah.
Star Wars Celebration through PLD.
Oh,
And there are
he was in Japan? I didn't know he was in Japan.
no, he wasn't, but he was paying attention to what was going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I will say, look, as much as we've been kind of tough and stuff on Star Wars recently and everything too, they had some news, they had some things, they had some announcements and other things, and they did wind up doing stuff with Sean Levy's movie, and they officially announced it with Ryan Gosling and other things of that nature. How much stuff that the Taika movie and all that other things, how much that will actually come to fruition, who the hell knows? But IGN did a whole thing in the Star Wars Celebration Japan. The biggest news and moments from Star Wars Celebration, we'll go into that because that was big. Said the future of the galaxy far, far away looks very bright indeed. And they said Star Wars Celebration 2025 was a big show filled with some exciting announcements from that galaxy far, far away, including Star Wars Starfighter, starring Ryan Gosling, a new Darth Maul series, a new look at Rory McCann's Balin's Skull, the news that you might be able to take care of Grogu and Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, and so much more. There was a lot of big reveals, and we're gathering the ones you simply can't miss below, and we'd love to know what you're most excited for. Let's see, which announcements from Star Wars Celebration was your favorite? Let's see. What'll I do? I put let's say I'll put Ryan Gosling. There we go. How about that? Let's see. And it really, this is surprising to me, and I'll tell you why afterwards. But that's surprising to me. Star Wars Celebration Ahsoka panel featured the first look at Rory McCann's Balin's Skull, the news of Anakin's return, and more. Star Wars Celebration's Ahsoka and some big reveals, fun behind-the-scenes stories for the show's second season. For those unfamiliar, McCann is taking over as Balin following the death of Ray Stevenson, and the panel gave us a first look image that you can see below. It was also confirmed that Hayden Christensen will be returning to the role of Anakin. We knew that already. Speaking of season 2, we got a few teases of what we can expect when it arrives in the future, including that such fan favorite characters like Sabine, Ezra, Zeb, Chopper will be back. It's also revealed that Akbar will have a bigger part and will face off against Grand Admiral Thrawn, and there will be incredibly adorable Loth kittens that, according to Dave Filoni, will be X-Wings, A-Wings, and wings I can't tell you about. Hayden Christensen on returning to Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka and liking when Star Wars goes dark. Same. Following the reveal that he'd be returning for Ahsoka Season 2, we spoke to Hayden Christensen about playing Anakin after 20 years, why he likes the Star Wars goes dark, and even when Anakin meme is which Anakin meme is his favorite. Rosario Dawson had no idea Mark Hamill was returning as Luke Skywalker. That's okay. The Mandalorian and Grogu panel, everything that was revealed. Wait, is that the official teaser? That they released it?
No, it's just the logo. It's just the logo.
That's just the logo.
It's an 11-second video. They're just bringing up.
Are you sure? This is official teaser trailer.
Play it. It's 11 seconds.
I don't want to play that shit. The Mandalorian and Grogu is headed to theaters on May 22nd, 2026, and will be the first Star Wars film to be released on the big screen since Rise of Skywalker. Our first major panel that kicked off Star Wars Celebration included teases for the first film, and most surprisingly, the reveal of Sean Levy directed Star Wars Starfighter and will star Ryan Gosling, which is released.
What was surprising? We broke this on the hot mic weeks ago. What was surprising? Anyway,
I think the surprising is that it was the fact that they even brought it up because there was no Lucasfilm panel. Not the fact that it's the worst kept secret ever. Like the footage of Mandalorian and Grogu was shown for those in the crowd and included shots of an Imperial ship prepared to engage, Mando taking on flame troopers, walkers collapsing in the snow, and Mandalorian and Grogu, Sigourney Weaver. Okay, so Star Wars Starfighter is the new film. We knew that. That's May 2027. Now, let's see. Here's the other one. Star Wars Starfighter was announced at Star Wars Celebration. It was confirmed that Ryan Gosling would star in this upcoming film that takes place 5 years after the events of The Rise of Skywalker. We don't learn much about the film besides that Gosling will be playing a brand new character, but the film will join the likes of those by Mandalorian and Grogu movies from Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, James Mangold, and Taika, and a trilogy from Simon Kinberg. So all that was still pretty much announced. Teamed update. No. Everything announced on the Andor panel. Andor's second and final season is set to debut on April 22nd on Disney, and the series had one final appearance at Star Wars Celebration before the highly anticipated episodes arrive. Okay, let's see. More ambitious than the first, and let's see. Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord announced at Star Wars Celebration. Star Wars Celebration saw the announcement of Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord, a new animated series headed to Disney Plus in 2026. It follows Darth Maul after the events of the final season of the Clone Wars. Visions gets a volume 3. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Star Wars Outlaws gets a second story update, and I thought that game bombed.
Yeah, but there's still it bombed in terms of the fans were coming after it for being quote unquote.
Did it sell well?
But it did
Okay.
decently, and so they're
Did it?
adding more DLC content to it. Yeah.
Okay, Star Wars Outlaws released new dates for Nintendo Switch. Hasbro reveals incredible new Dash Rendar Jedi Survivor figures. Okay, anything else that's really big? Anything? No. That's it. Okay. All right, let's talk about Stitch Fix. I know shopping's hard. I know it is. I found a much better way to do it, though. Stitch Fix, online personal styling, and makes it so easy. I'm not a shopping person. Doesn't matter. Even if I can figure out my size, stores never seem to really have what I need in stock. Then I'm not a crowds person. I'm not a lines person. I don't have the time for it. Stitch Fix, it gets you a stylist who understands your style, understands the size, gets the budget. They do all the shopping for you. So I just give my stylist the one that I have right now. I give them the size, I give them the style, I give the budget preferences. I order boxes when I want, how I want, no subscription required. And he just sends me for pieces, pluses, outfit recommendations, styling tips. It's awesome. I keep what works and then I send back the rest. It's very easy. There's no stores, there's no crowds, there's no stress, just personalized looks that you're going to love. Stitch Fix makes it all so easy. And it looks like you know what you're doing, too. If you're walking around, you go, hey, look at you. You're in style. I said, I know, right? And then I give Stitch Fix some props. Anyway, make style easy. Get started today at stitchfix.com/KHS. One more time, stitchfix.com/KHS.
There's a ninth Jedi that's coming as part of Star Wars Visions. They announced that yesterday.
That's cool. I root for Star Wars Visions. Because to me it's the most original stuff that they've done in quite a while. I wish some of it was canon, but it's not. Okay. Let's go positives first.
Sure.
Okay. Positives first. Sean Levy, we know that we're getting a movie now. We know that we're officially getting a movie, that it's the next movie. You guys have been talking about it forever, that it would be the next one, right? It is officially the next movie after Mandalorian and Grogu, right? So that's the first one they're going all in on it. It seems like it's happening. They got a big movie star like Gosling. They are going after people like Mikey Madison. Didn't get her, but they're going after some names. They're trying to stack it with some talent, and who knows what it's about. I think if you're a Star Wars fan, you should be excited about that. I do. I think you should. Mandalorian and Grogu. I did see a little of the leaked stuff. I think let's stay positive. Stuff that I saw, it looks like a really good Mandalorian episode 1 and 2. It looks more in the vein of 1 and 2 than it did 3, and it looks like you're getting some adventures with the two of them, and you're gonna have some probably some badass moments from Mando that you've been kind of waiting for since season 2. And you got Sigourney Weaver in it, so there's the positives. Andor, how much of Andor season 2 have you seen so far?
I can't say.
You can't say? Sure you can. You're telling me the social reaction embargo lifted 2 days ago.
Yeah. It's really good. It's a good season.
So you can't say how many you've seen? I'll tell you how many I've seen. I've seen 9.
9. You've seen all of them. Oh, 9 of them.
9. There's 12. I'm gonna finish today, and then I'm gonna do my full-on season reaction.
Yeah.
Today, because I haven't done my immediate reaction yet because I haven't finished the season. So I'm gonna do a full season reaction of it. All I'll say is this, because you can't review it yet.
No.
What I'll say is it starts. I was like, oh, I don't know. After episode 2,
yeah,
just keeps going.
Has to lay the groundwork, and then pew.
Once you get past episode 2, this thing moves.
Cooks.
And so Andor's a big positive, and that ties into the Ahsoka stuff where it's like darker is good. And you can get there, not all the time, but for certain things like that. I hope that they treat Ahsoka season 2 more like, they realize adults watch it also.
Yeah.
And I hope that they try to do that, and we'll see. And I think that how Balin looks is pretty solid. I know you guys broke that one too.
Yep. Roy McCann. Yep.
Yeah. So there's a lot. I like that Sam Witwer's involved in Star Wars again.
Yeah.
So
that's a positive.
That's the positive stuff. What are some of your positives?
Yeah, I would say it was great to see Hayden Christensen come back and have some love from the fans again, and that was great to have the back and forth. And the memes that popped out of it and all of that was really sweet. I love the fact that we're getting the Ninth Jedi, as I said. The Maul stuff initially I wasn't 100% on board with, but then as I heard more details about it, I was like, okay, great. Let's see what we got here. But everything else I pretty much knew ahead of time.
Yeah.
Even though it was really weird to see some of these entertainment sites crowing as if there was a big announcement. Like, we've been breaking this stuff, and other scoopers have been breaking this stuff for months. So there wasn't too much announced that I would say that was
It became
surprising.
official. But to be fair, it became
Yeah,
official.
it became official. Fine. Yes, it became official. Yes.
Which is good. I mean, look, it means that like now, as far as the
Starlighter, though. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
What? Go ahead, please.
I don't.
You don't like the title? I don't know what the movie is yet to judge it on it yet. Yeah, I just don't know what the movie is yet to judge on it. But I like what they're doing with it. As far as I like that Mangold. I'll say positive. I like the Mangold movie. Still part of it. That what they have said is that these movies that the rumor of the Kinberg, they pretty much confirmed the stuff that they said. These movies that they announced before, the announcement that they're still going through with them is a positive. It is a positive. It means you're going to get a lot of stuff if they continue with it. Okay.
Yeah.
The negatives. Okay. We'll start with Darth Maul. As I say, what I think that I love that Witwer is more involved. He's a producer on the show, and the fact that he's got such a hold on that character. My negative with that is, can we get out of the Filoni Clone Wars stuff? Can we do any animation that's not Filoni Clone Wars? We're doing Darth Maul again. Use that and do the Old Republic. Let Sam Witwer be part of something else. We're doing Darth Maul again. We know what happens. We know how he dies. We know that all this other stuff. Are you going to lead, or do a Darth Maul thing like right after Solo and show me what the hell happens there? Because you're never going to finish it up. Maybe they do that. Maybe they do that. But Sam gets it. He understands Star Wars, so you should be happy there. But I'm just so tired of everything being like it's Filoni's Star Wars. It's not everyone's Star Wars. This is Filoni Star Wars in animation. You're not allowed to make stuff unless it's in his time period. It's exhausting.
That's why I was initially not that excited about the announcement. I'm like, they keep crowing how they're going to move away from the Skywalker storyline, and Darth Maul is right in the Anakin Skywalker storyline. We've seen Darth Maul used so many times, and it just becomes a point where it's like, how many more things do we need to see with Maul? Like, they're going again. I don't think any of the announcements were daring. I don't think there's anything bold that was announced. It's very safe Star Wars celebration. Don't want to piss anybody off. Keep everything cool. We're still working on all these different films, so that's still happening. So for those of you who want this kind of stuff, you should be happy. For those of you who don't want this stuff, you probably suspect that we're not going to finish all this stuff. So they try to cover all their bases, and they got out of there unscathed, relatively unscathed. So
the negative again, Taika Waititi and the Troy movie. Why are we still doing these movies? And the Kinberg movie, like why are you, even though you, like I said, the counter to my point before of like, well, you said you're going forward with it. It's like, why focus on the other movies you're doing first? Focus on like what you have. Have you learned nothing though? Because what I would have been okay, like one more, like, okay, listen, either the Chinoy movie or the Mangold movie or whatever it is, our next movie after Kinberg is this, and that's it. Don't tell me other movies you have working on, because we don't even necessarily know if those are going to happen. So that to me is okay. As far as Ahsoka goes, like I said, I love the fact that Hayden's coming back. When I was watching season 1, I think I kind of got Kool-Aided into that season a little more, because I really liked the first 2 episodes, and there was a couple episodes that I really liked. And then on a rewatch, I'm like, it's such like it's really badly written. It's really badly written. It seems like, like there are certain things that you can do in animated that work and play, because it's just your eyes train differently when you're watching animated that don't work in live action. And Filoni's making animated shows still when he's doing live action. Sabine hasn't evolved at all from being a teenager to a 30-year-old woman. She's acting exactly the same. There's just certain things. I hope that they got someone in there that can actually write the scripts, but they said Filoni's writing all the scripts again. To me, that goes, oh no. So, and hopefully they make it darker, but I'm not sure. As far as the The Mandalorian Grogu stuff, as I said, the positives are looking like season 1 and 2. You know what the negative is? It looks like season 1 and 2. It looks like a TV. It looks like a TV show.
Yeah, they
Is it a
said they're
movie?
shooting it in IMAX, but we'll see once the trailer actually comes out. Because it was leaked. Some people took, even though they're not supposed to, some people took videos of those.
Well, that was the other negative thing.
Yeah.
Your movie's coming out in a year.
Right.
That is such a Filoni move of like, oh, it's just for the people in the crowd. You need to get people talking about this film. It's a teaser. Show it to everybody like they do at Comic-Cons, like Marvel does. What are you doing? I don't think he understands that Star Wars today is not Star Wars of 10 years ago. I really don't. I really still thinks that Star Wars is up here. He really does.
He's in that bubble of thinking it's still a premier brand when in fact it's a brand that's slowly sinking.
It's like number 4. It's like number 4 right now.
Yeah.
It's not a top tier thing. But it can be if you do things right. But anyway, so anything else there, John, as far as the negatives?
No, I think that was pretty much it. I just felt it was a safe one. So for me, that is a negative, that there was nothing bold announced, nothing really daring or interesting or and this is where they're at now. It's just trying to make everybody happy and try not to upset anybody and get on out of there. And so I felt that was a shame overall,
All right. Well, I ask you guys, what you think about Star Wars Celebration? What do you think about the recap in general? What do you think about the things? What do you think about? What are your positives? What are your negatives? Put them in there.